Here is something that might catch you off guard. You could be doing everything right. No junk food, no soda, no late-night snacking. You wake up every morning, eat something that looks perfectly healthy, and still your doctor keeps telling you your kidneys are struggling. Your creatinine keeps creeping up. Your legs feel heavier than they used to. Your feet are a little puffy by the end of the day, and you genuinely cannot figure out what you are doing wrong. What if the problem is not what most people would ever suspect? What if some of the fruits sitting on your kitchen counter right now, the ones you have been told your entire life are good for you, are actually making things harder for your kidneys? Not because you are careless, not because you are ignoring your health, but because nobody ever explained that the rules change after 60, especially when your kidneys are not as strong as they once were. That is exactly what we are covering today. 3 popular fruits that people with weakening kidneys need to rethink, and 3 gentler alternatives that your kidneys will actually appreciate. Stay with me all the way through, because the fruit we discussed last might genuinely surprise you. It is probably something you already consider a health food staple, and it may already be in your fridge right now. If you appreciate straightforward health information made specifically for adults over 50, consider subscribing to this channel. We skip the hype and the complicated jargon and focus on what actually matters for your body at this stage of life. Now let us get into it. Before we talk about specific fruits, I want to make sure we are on the same page about what happens inside the body when the kidneys start to slow down. Think of your kidneys as 2 incredibly dedicated workers, roughly the size of your fist, sitting quietly in your lower back. Every single minute, they filter about a quart of blood. Over one full day, they clean around 200 quarts of blood and produce the waste that leaves as urine. They do all of this without you ever noticing. But here is what changes as we get older. After 60, especially when conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, or years of poor diet have taken a toll, those filters begin losing efficiency. And one of the most important jobs they start to struggle with is managing minerals, particularly a mineral called potassium. Potassium is not a bad thing. Your heart, muscles, and nerves depend on it. But there is a very narrow range where potassium works safely in the bloodstream. When the kidneys are healthy, they are expert at keeping potassium exactly where it needs to be. When kidney function declines, that balancing act becomes much harder. What happens when potassium builds up too high? Your body starts sending signals, an unusual tiredness that sleep does not fix, muscles that feel weak or shaky, tingling or numbness in the hands or feet. In more serious cases, the heart can develop an irregular rhythm. These symptoms are easy to dismiss as normal aging, but sometimes they are your body trying to tell you something specific. And here is what genuinely bothers me about this situation. Most people in this position are not being reckless. They are eating fruit every morning because they have always heard it is good for them. The disconnect is that no one ever told them that after kidney function starts to decline, some fruits that are fine for a healthy person can become a real burden. This is not about fear. This is about understanding your body well enough to make smarter choices. So let us start with the first fruit. If you had to guess which fruit most people over 60 eat most consistently, bananas would probably top the list. They are inexpensive, easy to find, require no preparation, and have a soft texture that is gentle on the stomach. For decades, we have been told they support everything from heart health to muscle recovery. All of that can be true for someone with healthy kidneys. The problem begins when kidney function starts to decline. A medium-sized banana contains between 400 and 500 milligrams of potassium. For someone whose kidneys are filtering at full strength, that is manageable. The kidneys process the potassium and remove whatever the body does not need. But when the kidneys are operating at reduced capacity, that extra potassium does not get cleared as completely. It begins to accumulate in the bloodstream. Over time, if you are eating a banana every morning while your kidneys are already struggling, you could be steadily pushing your potassium levels higher without realizing it. Because the symptoms of elevated potassium build gradually, many people do not connect the dots. They feel tired, their legs ache, their heart feels a little off, and they assume it is just aging. This does not mean bananas are harmful for everyone. It means that if your doctor has told you your creatinine is elevated, if your kidney function numbers have been dropping, or if your doctor has mentioned watching potassium, then eating a banana every day may no longer be the right routine for you. The most important next step is to ask your doctor to check your blood potassium and tell you specifically how much is safe for your situation. That conversation matters more than any general advice. Now let us talk about the fruit that surprises people even more than bananas. Orange juice is practically a morning ritual for millions of people. It has been marketed as a symbol of good health for as long as most of us can remember. When you had a cold, drink orange juice. When you felt tired, drink orange juice. Every breakfast table has probably had a glass of it at some point. So this one is hard for people to hear. But for someone whose kidneys are not filtering well, oranges and especially orange juice deserve real caution. One medium orange has roughly 230 milligrams of potassium. That is less than a banana, but it adds up when combined with other foods throughout the day. And when you switch from eating a whole orange to drinking the juice, the situation changes significantly. When you eat a whole orange, the fiber slows down how quickly the sugar and potassium enter your system. Orange juice removes most of that fiber. One standard glass can contain the potassium equivalent of 2 or 3 oranges, and because it is a liquid, it goes down quickly without you registering how much you have consumed. There is also the sugar factor. Orange juice, even 100% pure with no added sugar, contains significant natural sugar. Drink it regularly and in large amounts, and it can affect blood sugar levels. Since diabetes is one of the leading causes of kidney disease, consistently elevated blood sugar adds strain on kidneys that are already under pressure. Notice the pattern here. Both bananas and orange juice appear completely harmless. Both have been marketed as health foods for generations, and yet both carry a potassium load that can quietly accumulate in someone whose kidneys cannot clear minerals the way they once did. The next fruit on our list takes this even further, and it is the one that shocks people the most, because it is the fruit that health-conscious people tend to feel most proud of eating. Over the past decade, avocado has become the ultimate symbol of eating well. Avocado toast, avocado smoothies, avocado added to just about everything. Nutrition experts point to its healthy fats, and for a person with healthy kidneys and stable blood work, avocado does have real nutritional value. But if your kidneys are struggling and potassium must be kept in check, avocado may be one of the most challenging foods on your plate. Here is the number that changes everything. A medium avocado contains nearly 700 milligrams of potassium. Some larger ones go even higher. Compare that to the 400 to 500 milligrams in a banana, and you start to understand how significant this is. If bananas warrant caution for someone with reduced kidney function, avocados warrant even more. And because avocado has such a strong health reputation, people tend to eat more of it. Half an avocado at breakfast, a few slices at lunch, another spoonful at dinner. That daily total can reach a potassium level a struggling kidney simply cannot process comfortably. I want to be clear again. A very small portion of avocado, eaten occasionally, may be acceptable for someone in the early stages of kidney decline, depending on their overall intake. But eating avocado generously every day while your creatinine is elevated is a habit worth examining closely. Ask your doctor what your current blood potassium level is, and whether avocado fits into your eating plan at all. Now here is where the conversation gets more encouraging, because we are not just talking about what to avoid, we are replacing those choices with something better. These 3 fruits are lower in potassium, easier for a stressed kidney to handle, and still genuinely nutritious. You can find all 3 at any grocery store. They are not expensive, and they are easy to enjoy. The first is apples. A medium apple contains around 150 to 195 milligrams of potassium, significantly less than a banana or avocado. Apples also contain a type of soluble fiber called pectin, which supports healthy digestion and may help the body manage waste more efficiently. They are naturally sweet, without spiking blood sugar as sharply as juice, especially when eaten whole with the skin. If you are used to grabbing a banana in the morning, swapping it for an apple is a simple change your kidneys will likely appreciate. The second is blueberries. What keeps coming up in research about blueberries is their antioxidant content, specifically plant compounds called anthocyanins that give them their deep blue-purple color. Antioxidants help the body manage oxidative stress, a process that can worsen inflammation and tissue damage over time. For someone with kidney disease, managing inflammation genuinely matters, and blueberries are among the lowest potassium fruits available. A half-cup serving contains roughly 55 to 65 milligrams of potassium, making them one of the most kidney-compatible options you will find. The third is strawberries. Fresh strawberries are rich in vitamin C, which many people were hoping to get from orange juice. They also contain antioxidants that support a healthy inflammatory response in the body. A half cup of fresh strawberries contains around 120 milligrams of potassium, considerably more manageable than the fruits we discussed earlier. They are sweet, satisfying, and easy to enjoy. Keep the portion reasonable, since even lower potassium fruits can accumulate if eaten in very large quantities. One important note: even though these fruits are gentler on the kidneys, the right amount for you specifically depends on your kidney function, your current blood work, and whatever guidelines your doctor or dietitian has given you. These are smarter choices, not unlimited ones. While we are talking about kidney care, I want to share 3 small daily habits that require no medication, no supplements, and no complicated changes to your life. The first is gentle lower back movement. Your kidneys sit on either side of your spine in the lower back region. A few minutes of gentle massage or light movement in that area each day can ease muscle tension, support local circulation, and simply make your body feel more comfortable. Use your palms to make slow, light circles along your lower back. If you have a back injury, spinal problems, or if any movement causes pain, check with your doctor before adding this to your routine. The second is intentional breathing. Chronic stress raises blood pressure over time through hormonal changes in the body, and high blood pressure is one of the most consistent contributors to kidney decline. Slow, deliberate breathing activates your body's natural calm-down response, easing the heart rate and reducing stress hormones. Try breathing in through your nose for 4 counts, holding gently for 2, then breathing out through your mouth for 6. 10 rounds of this each morning takes less than 3 minutes, and can noticeably change how your body feels for hours afterward. The third is thoughtful hydration. More water is not always better when the kidneys are under strain. For someone with reduced urine output or more advanced kidney disease, drinking too much fluid can cause it to accumulate in the body, leading to leg swelling and elevated blood pressure. The right daily fluid amount is different for every person. Ask your doctor or dietitian for a specific target based on your current kidney function and whether you are experiencing swelling. And whatever your target is, sip slowly and steadily throughout the day, rather than drinking large amounts at once. Let us pull this together simply and clearly. If your creatinine is high, if your kidney function has been declining, or if your doctor has mentioned managing potassium, take a careful look at your daily fruit habits. The 3 fruits that deserve extra caution are bananas, high in potassium, and easy to eat every day without thinking about the accumulation. Oranges and orange juice, because the juice in particular delivers a concentrated potassium and sugar load quickly. And avocados, which despite their excellent reputation, carry more potassium than almost any other commonly eaten fruit. The 3 friendlier alternatives are apples, lower in potassium with digestive fiber; blueberries, among the most kidney-compatible fruits available, with meaningful antioxidant support; and strawberries, offering vitamin C and antioxidants in a more manageable potassium package. Try this 30-day challenge. If your doctor has not told you otherwise, make 1 small swap each day. Replace your banana with an apple. Replace your morning orange juice with a small bowl of strawberries. If avocado is a daily habit, ask your doctor whether you need to cut back, and try blueberries as an afternoon snack instead. Before you begin, write down how you feel right now. Are your legs swollen? Do you feel unusually tired? Any muscle cramps? Check back in 30 days and notice what has changed. If your doctor is monitoring your kidneys, ask them to run your creatinine, your estimated glomerular filtration rate, and your blood potassium before and after. Real numbers give you real information. After 60, the body rewards thoughtfulness. It rewards paying attention to what you put into it and asking better questions instead of following old habits out of comfort. Your kidneys have worked for you for 6 or 7 decades without complaint. When they start to slow down, they do not need you to panic. They need you to pay attention. Look at the fruit on your counter tomorrow morning and honestly ask, is this the right choice for where my kidneys are today? That question does not require supplements or extreme diets. It requires curiosity and a willingness to update what you believe about your own health. You do not have to change everything at once. Begin with one smarter choice tomorrow. Maybe that means slicing an apple instead of grabbing a banana. Maybe it means calling your doctor and asking when your potassium was last checked. Those small steps, repeated steadily, are how real and lasting change happens. Before you go, I want to know something. Which of the 3 kidney-friendly fruits are you most likely to try first? Apples, blueberries, or strawberries? Leave your answer in the comments below. I genuinely read them, and your responses help shape what we cover next. If this video made you think about something you had not considered before, please give it a thumbs up. It helps more people find this content when they need it. And if you know someone who has been told to watch their kidney function, or someone who drinks orange juice every morning while dealing with rising creatinine, share this video with them. One conversation at the right moment can make a real difference. If you are not subscribed yet and you want honest, practical health content made for adults over 50, hit subscribe. We keep things simple and grounded here because that is what actually helps. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Take care of your kidneys. Take care of yourself. I will see you in the next one.